Hey, what's up again? I made a video about 8 months ago stretching up to my last septum stretch to a 7/16 of an inch. And a lot of people have sent me messages about it, want to know about piercing and stretching their septum. So I'll give you the, I guess the whole overview of my experience with it. So I guess from the beginning, getting it pierced, I think one of the biggest myths about the septum is that it's one of the most painful, it's just horrible, it's just too much for most people to handle, and it's totally not true. At least for me, it wasn't true. If on a pain scale, I'd give it maybe a 3 or 4 out of 10. I think the biggest problem is just that, your nose is a sensitive part of your body, so, even if you don't have it pierced and hit it, your nose is going to run, your eyes are going to water. So that's, I think that's where the only problem is, just you get really sensitive with every, if you get it pierced or stretched. So, but other than that, I mean, it really wasn't bad. I mean, it was definitely one of the easiest piercings I've had done. But if you're looking to get your septum pierced, I would recommend going to a really legit good piercer that's done several of them before. Because one of the biggest problems with getting your septum pierced is that a lot of people pierce it crooked. You'll notice a lot of people that do have their septum pierced, that it's off at an angle, it's kind of crooked, So even me, when the first time I had mine done, it was pierced totally crooked, and the guy told me it was straight, and I ended up leaving, trying to adjust the jewelry. I couldn't figure out what was wrong, and it was totally about a millimeter difference on each side. So I ended up having to take it out and got it re-pierced at a later date, which is straight now. But you for sure want to go to a real legit piercer, someone that can do the job right, because you'll definitely thank yourself in the long run for having it done straight right off the bat. Let's see, so I guess on to the actual stretching and whatnot. Let's see, I started stretching mine about 5 years ago or something, I'd say. And the stretching it was no worse than the piercing. I mean, still really sensitive. Obviously, if you saw my other video, that my eyes were watering and stuff. I mean, that's really the only problem, was that like I said, each one was kind of sensitive. I think the 2-0 gauge was kind of a bad one for me, but really all the other ones really weren't that bad. I mean, I went pretty slow. I mean, it took me probably about a little over 2 years to get the 0 gauge. I was never in any rush, but I stayed at 0 gauge for a long time until about 8 months ago with my last stretch. But yeah, one thing I get a lot of people also asking about, how come I never wear an actual ring in my septum. And I do have a ring that I wear sometimes, but here's my little circular barbell I'll bust out every now and then, but I don't think it really fits my face too well. And I think for me, I just I always wear a plug. This is one of the plugs I wear. It's a silicone tunnel. I wear silicone in mine all the time because it's really comfortable, and I've worn silicone in my septum every day for probably I don't know, it's been years. It's been probably 4 years or something. So yeah, the septum, if you're thinking about getting it done, thinking about stretching it, definitely do it. It's it's really not that bad. It's just getting it done like anything else, So well, anyways, hope this helps. If you guys have any questions, hit me up. Check out our site for some cool plugs and body jewelry. Take care.